You know, everything that you see today that's happening was already planned. They don't just come up with this stuff. You know, like, a matter of fact, a lot of these bills that they say they pop up the last minute that are 8,000 pages that they pass in, in Congress, they wrote those bills decades ago. They just got them ready to go, just waiting. And this is another one of these examples. This thing, you guys could read it, right? Happened about 1992. And it happens every 20 years. But we're just going to talk about this one. This book is 30 years ago, okay? And everything in this book, everything is happening. Is happening totally. And you got to be able to, and there's more books for each one of these. The United Nations has libraries and they charge you hundreds of dollars for these books that they have at the United Nations that you could buy. No one's buying them except for, like, I don't know, people that can afford to buy them. They get money for NGOs, and there's, about NGOs, right? Non-governing organizations and entities. There's 500 of them, okay, and they're all funded by certain elite people that change the world. That's all your laws and all the rules and everything you do every day is created by NGOs. You don't even get to vote for these laws. They just come up with them. And so, anyways, I'm getting all off the land, but let's just pick something here. All right, we'll do this one here. Okay, this one here is chapter 9, and what's chapter 9? Protection of the atmosphere. Okay, we're gonna just fly through this. I'm not even gonna read else, but I'm just gonna tell you the things. Okay, look at this. Remember this word right here? Let me push it up. I'm not even gonna say it. Can you read it? What does that say? Oh, there it is. You think that just came up with Al Gore 10 years ago and Greta? Are you kidding me? They planned this, man, 30 years ago. 30 years ago. And if you read it, it's all there, man. And you got to be able to interpret this stuff. So that is there, okay? Okay? In that section. I'm not going to say the word because then whatever, okay? And so basically, here's another one. Can you read that? Right here? Read that. I'll try to zoom it in here. Atmospheric emissions of, see that word right there? Right? Man, they're talking about it now for the last 10 years. This is 30 years ago. Ronald Reagan went to the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro and got his butt kicked. The whole world was just beating up America because there's actually sections in here about how not to buy things and food and transportation. It's all in his book, okay? And this book has been rewritten numerous times. So that you saw that was in there, right? Now, what's interesting is, look, here's the famous word. Here's who runs your world right here. See that word right there? Can you read it? I circled it. Folks, that's who runs the world and the people in there. And you don't even know half those people. They make the rules everywhere. Our presidents are puppets. Okay, all of them are puppets. Don't think that your vote counts. They want you to live in a two-choice world. Pick this guy, pick that guy. Okay, and hey, John Hart Crane, how you doing? Hey, I got a few people on. Anyways, look at that word. See that? That's your big daddy. That's daddy. Daddy right there. See it? Okay. Enough of that. I get excited when I look at this book. Anyway, so here they get into, activities, how to develop them. They plan all this stuff. And you got to be able to interpret this stuff. And if you're good at this, like here, minimize. See that word right there? You see it? Right? Oh, man. What's that all about? Oh, didn't they just pass a 80,000 page document in Congress for emissions? What is that? Remember that word they used to say, the carbon tax? Well, now it's different, right? It's called Inflation Reduction Act. Come on, people. Come on. Are you all that stupid? You believe that crap? Give me a break. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into water. And they're talking about the southern hemisphere, transportation, Oh, this stuff is crazy. I do want to see. I do want to show you one word here, if you could interpret it. And oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, this is, and I'm not going to read. This is a pretty big book, right? And this is like my livelihood. I mean, if you read this book and you knew how to interpret this stuff, you'd be like, oh my God, everything happening today. Now here's a good one. Here's how they sneak it in here. Okay, this is okay. This one is under financial cost and valuation, and we're talking about renewables. Okay, so look at this here. Ready? You have to understand how this works. Okay, renewable energy. Okay, all right, solar, right? Thermal, da 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 da. Ready for this? Here we go. Animal and human power. There you go. Human power. It's in there. 30 years ago, we're going to have human power as a renewable. They don't tell you about it, but what's human power? All the bike lanes, every single one. When this book was done, they started in places like Boston and places where, you know, you had a certain type of person, you know, that they could mind control and brainwash into believing a lot of this stuff. And that's where they started with it. And then it kind of sweeps across. And like just now, we got, in Huron, Ohio, we just got these bike lanes, okay? And now they got, what, electric bikes? People are driving around electric bikes, okay? And they're pushing the bikes, and they're making stacking packs. And there's a section here that talks about, you know, stacking packs where you want to live and work and stay in the place you're at. And it even gets into about, like, you're not going to be able to buy bananas maybe. If you live in Cleveland, you're going to have to eat strawberries, and people in Florida can't have strawberries. They got to eat bananas. And so there's nothing wrong with changing the world. But anyways, so there it is right here. There's your bike lanes, human power, okay? Anyway, so whatever's happening today, folks, 30 years ago, they talked about it. And before that, and they wrote all the things that passed today. Like how do you come up with a was it the Reduction Act, the Inflation Reduction Act? I don't want to say the right word. I'll say it wrong just so that I don't get tagged on it. But that just passed, right? It's like 70,000 pages. How do you write that whole document? How do you put something like that together in 5 months? You can't. They had that thing written down. Think about this 20 years ago. So this inflation thing that's going on, this diesel fuel thing that's going on, it's not an accident. It's not an accident. And you know who runs the show on this planet? I got a book here somewhere. Is it here? I'm going to let me find it. Who runs the show on this planet? Oh boy. Oh, here we go. This is who runs the show on the planet. They create every war, every fight, everything. They have the most employed people on this planet all over the country. People don't even know they work for this group. This ain't part of a USA, man. This is the police of that. That equals that. They're married, man. They're married. God, I hope I don't get whacked on this video. Hey, anyways, sorry. Most of my videos are house related. So if you have house problems, I've been doing that for 40 years. So you just Google call Marko with a question, MERKO, call Marko with a question, and we'll try to solve your problem on the phone. Maybe send me some pictures. I'm also at Patreon. Down below, I'll leave a link. I'll also leave a few, matter of fact, I'll put that down there if you want to check it out. There's newer ones and older ones, and I'll put some links down there. I am an affiliate of Amazon, so check it out. And if you're going to buy it for me. I get like 1%. It helps. And also rate, subscribe, ring the bell. And I know you're probably wondering, I used to make great videos and do all kind of editing. Man, I'm not doing that anymore. YouTube, not worthy for that. They're going to get live. And if I make a mistake, I make a mistake because I'm not perfect. I'm 60 years old. I forget a lot of stuff, but I do make mistakes, and we're doing live. We're not doing editing. I'm not buying all that stuff and wasting time. So, hey, thanks for coming on. You guys have a great day.